Yeah, it's me again. You know, this time I'm here to talk about Nimona again. I think I know why I've been feeling this way, this struggle. I believe it's because I have no one to talk to about Nimona. I it just explains a lot. Earlier, I couldn't sleep. Was too busy thinking about this. Was thinking about the movie, and I began wondering, why does it feel like I'm being eaten up inside? And I thought, you know, it wasn't this bad during the day. So I began searching my memory. And I found this when I was on Reddit looking for advice how to take this. There was this one comment, right? It said something like, yeah, I've told my friends all about it as well, and it's probably gotten really annoying for them. You know, I responded back with something like, it's nice to know that there's someone else out there that feels the same way. And, you know, it just felt good. And the next thing, it was like, I'm sure you know of my channel. Its ad is Nimona Fan for Life. That 4 is A4, Four, not the letter, number 4. But anyway, I felt good after seeing lots of people view the content I made. It was a short, but still, people saw it, and I felt good. Not just because, well, not just because I got a ton of likes. It's not a lot compared to other large YouTubers out there, but it was a lot, but it's not just because of that. That's where my belief comes in. I believe I feel this way because no one knows how I feel. Of course, this is a regular dilemma. Many people experience it. But this one's love. It's not some hidden emotion like, understand me, please. It's, understand me, please. You know, it's different than the usual, but it's the same in a way. And I realize I haven't been talking about it with anyone. The only time I really talked about my love for Nimona was the first episode of the podcast, and that didn't really fly. So that's probably why I still feel this way. But it's whatever, you know. Like I said, this feeling comes from love. And as I said, it's different from the other stuff. You know? Like, yeah, I already went through that. Understand me, please. And that's when earlier I also made the connection that love and hate are the same. I know lots of people say two sides of the same coin or whatever, but this truly is two sides of the same coin. You know, when you feel hatred, rage, fury, I've experienced it recently, so I can recall quite well. It's not a good feeling. If you leave it alone, it chews you up inside. And if you try and kill it by pursuing the object of hatred, you can't quell it. It just hurts even more. You can't do anything about it. You can try blowing off some steam, exercising, punching. It'll lead to naught. When I punched my wall and it broke, I cried. Why did I have to do this? Why didn't I do something? There's other things I could have done. Regret sprawls in your head. And I don't think love is that different. Love, as you know it gives you a warm feeling, butterflies in your stomach. And it gives you energy. So much energy, you wouldn't believe. And what do you know? When you keep love inside you for too long, you get an ache. This doesn't just include love for films and movies, TV shows. This also includes love for individuals. Love, it festers. It festers. It eats up your insides in a similar way hatred does. It gets you to regret. Why didn't I act? I love that person, but now it's too late. I could have done something. There were so many opportunities. It leaves you with regret. And the way you deal with it is you minimize the damage or you pursue the heart of the problem. You confess to that individual, I love you, or you talk about it with others. Now that I think about it, hatred could also go this way. When you talk about it with others, it quells. You know, like, it stops being the worm and eating your heart and starts to quell. When you talk about love with your friends, like the girl you like, you feel really excited. I really love talking about it, but I don't know if people like to listen to that. It could be the reason why the first one flopped. The episode, that is. And frankly, I don't know. Just like with hatred, if you talk about it with your friends, oh, I hate that guy. And then they agree, yeah, I want to sock him in the jaw. It just feels better. And I think that's where I'm missing here with Nimona. With Nimona, I've been trying to get my friends and family to watch it, but they haven't really, so that's that, That's what I said in my mind. But now I think I'm gonna try harder. Because I know that this love, it wants to be seen. It eats me up inside because it's not being let out. It wants to be seen by the world. It wants the world to realize its existence. I, deep down inside, also want the world to notice its existence. I want it to be understood. I want it to be felt. I want it to be known. This is why it's been eating up inside, and this is how I can make it stop. I'm not gonna be able to move on. That comes naturally. It just happens and you don't even realize it. One day you'll wake up, go about your day, do your job, whatever, and then you're gonna realize that you didn't think about it at all. And that's when you realize you could forget to. That's a quote from Better Call Saul. Mike said it. Oh dear. Wonderful. But, as I said, this just needs to get recognized. It needs to be heard. I'm thinking of setting action when I wake up. And I'm gonna get a family member to watch it because they're the closest. And then I reckon I could finally talk about this love for Nimona. It's definitely going to get annoying, but it will quell the squirming inside my heart. It will finally be seen. When I was thinking about this, there was also this itch in the back of my mind. It was my mindset, once again. It was telling me, record this, post this onto YouTube. And it's not for recognition or anything. It was telling me to do this because it thought of it as a win. Now, this is where my mindset comes into play. Recently, I've been thinking about my time in wins and losses. I think about it like, can I have something to gain from this any possible way? And most oftentimes I can. You just make a video about it, and then bam! You can suddenly get views for it. But the thing is, I don't like this mindset at all. It hurts me more than I gain. You see, when you have this kind of mindset, wins and losses, you start to see things differently. You don't see your favorite game as a pastime anymore. You start seeing your favorite game as, what could I do to make this profitable? And in this case, my mindset's been focused on YouTube. So it's been, how can I make this more entertaining so that people watch my content and subscribe? You know, this is different than my love for Nimona, because it's something I've been through before. You know, quite a bit of time ago, actually, I had a short rest from this mindset a while ago. It was amazing, to say the least. I enjoyed just sitting down and, believe it or not, playing Fortnite. And goodness, I loved it as well. I loved being a gamer again. It felt good. It felt right. It felt like I was myself. But before that, I also had this win-loss mindset. And that was when I was trying to make my name for the world through Fiverr. The only reason I got out of it was because I realized people wouldn't buy it. My gigs were make your writing vision a reality with a helping aid, you know. It was something like that. And I was the helping aid. I made another one, it was like, oh, I forgot it already. I had another gig, right? And it was also about writing. Because, you know, in my mindset back then, it was win-loss. And I loved reading and writing stuff. So I thought, why don't I make a profit out of this? It's this capitalistic mindset that hurts me. Like I said, after I realized I couldn't play it off, I was able to enjoy my time again, my life. And now I'm back here again, but with YouTube. Sometimes I feel like I'm taking a step backwards, but I feel like I've moved forwards, but one step backward. Nope, one step forward, two steps back. That's it. That's the words. But I think about it, right? This is the second time it happened. You know what they say? Fool me once, shame on me. Fool me twice. Wait, shame on you? Yeah. But like, you know, I started to consider possibilities because this is the second time it happened. And guess, look at my little hypothesis I discovered. You know, back when I was doing the Fiverr stuff, what if I actually took a step back there and began enjoying my life again? Because I never had this win-loss thing prior to that. What if that was the next step forward? I stepped forward, got the win-loss mindset, and whoa, I didn't like it. So I took a step back to the peaceful stuff, back to when life was good. And I took another step forward, and this is where I am. Don't you think that's kind of like a dilemma? Because to move forward, you have to get this new mindset. And I don't like that. I know one day or another I'm either going to step backwards or forwards. The prior is most likely to occur, and it'll be an endless loop. So what if another path exists out there? You know, I felt so bad prior to that Fiverr thing. You know, summer vacation just started. Woo, I can finally achieve everything I wanted to when school was in session. But I did that. I read all the manhwas I wanted to read. I scrolled for like a whole day basically, and I was practically done with everything. I started to feel worthless at that time. But then, would you believe it? That's when the Fiverr idea came up to me and said, "Hey buddy, wanna start earning some money while, oh, looky here, you also get to read stories?" Yeah, I remembered what my second gig was. It was like editing. It was editing, can you believe it? The plan was I get paid while I edit work, and I get to read the work and be like, oh shit, this is the bomb. And it sunk. Like I said, I'm here now. I'm talking about this. How did I get here, actually? I was talking about Nimona. And then the cause of my pain. So I went into the love-hate thing. And then after that, mindset, I want to say. And then the next step was mindset. And then start into the backstory of that. Oh, that's how I got here then. Well, is there anything else you guys want to talk about? Well, you guys are viewers. And if you even got this far, I commend you. Because, frankly, it's surprising that you guys got this far. I don't think I'm gonna edit this video at all. I'm probably just gonna make it louder so that you don't have to put max volume to listen to it. Like my first raw version of the podcast. But like, I don't think I'm gonna do captions, nothing, so I really commend you guys for doing this. But yeah, it's gonna be the end of the podcast right now. Episode 2, you know, the end of it. The end. So, you guys, do you come here often, or is this like a one-time thing? Because I'm gonna make another one. Same day, same night. Different upload though, so stay tuned if you are a fan. That's the end.